Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more latest news. So if you do consider drop your likes, and if you do consider subscribe to the channel as always. So I've been reading quite a few media outlets, just now in the current media, and a few names have been mentioned in the process to be quite honest here. So what I'm going to talk about on this video today, these quite a few things to discuss about. I'm going to be discussing with you about Rafael Varane, and I'm going to be discussing with you as well about Griezmann, and I'm going to be discussing with you about all the other news that's been going on in the media today as well. So we will start with Rafael Varane reports. So reports have been coming out about Rafael Varane today. He's actually been an ex-Manchester United target as well as Rafael Varane. We know he probably would cost us staggering amounts of money to be quite honest with with Rafael Varane. But reports have been coming out today saying that obviously Zinedine Zidane had just recently been reappointed Real Madrid manager as we all know. But reports are saying that allegedly that Rafael Varane, this is according reports coming from France, that reportedly Rafael Varane is considering a move away from Real Madrid reportedly this summer. Rafael Varane, and definitely we do need a centre back that's highly experienced of course as well. And Rafael Varane would be a lovely sign for Manchester United. If Manchester United could go in for him in the summer and come to an agreement to get him, I don't think it would probably happen, but it would be fantastic. If we could get Rafael Varane, he's very, very good in the air. He's good on the ball. He adapts every area of his game very, very well. Well focused, well organised. Shows that ability that he can play out from the back, of course, as well. And so far throughout his playing career, he's got a really, really good pedigree as Rafael Varane, and he looked very, very good alongside Victor Lindelof. Would Rafael Varane indeed as well. But we definitely need a centre back, and that's one of the areas where Manchester United, of course, do need to strengthen up as well. Obviously, the most of his playing career so far is obviously served with Real Madrid and all that as well. He has won a host of honours with Real Madrid as well, as Rafael Varane. I think he's won about 15 major honours with Real Madrid. I think he has made over 200 odd appearances in all competitions as well. Obviously, was very, very good in the World Cup as well, and he has still got a lot of years ahead of him, and that's players like that, that Manchester United should be looking at in the summer, to quite honest, because is he 25 or is he 26, and he has got a lot of years ahead of him as Rafael Varane. I know he actually began his career with Lens in France. Did Rafael Varane as well. He only spent a season in the senior team with Lens to be quite honest with you, Rafael Varane, because he actually began his youth career there as well. But he has been at Real Madrid since 2011, and he has been there a number of years now. I think he's been there 7 or is it 8 seasons now. He's been there with Real Madrid as well. I think has he still got a contract, I think until 2022 if I'm sure. I'm not too sure about that as well, but there has been rumours going on about reportedly he could consider leaving Real Madrid this summer as well, because defensively we have actually improved defensively under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and as recent reports do actually suggest that reportedly as it recently said that Solskjaer wants to give our current defenders a chance to impress and prove themselves of course as well, but he did say reportedly he's identified the areas where he thinks Manchester United need to strengthen up. Solskjaer, he says reportedly his priority is to get a right winner to Manchester United this summer as well. And reportedly it did say in the press the other week that reportedly Solskjaer had been given £80 million to buy a defender, but reportedly he will hold off buying a defender this summer, and he's focusing on more attacking additions to the squad as well. But yeah, defensively, we definitely need a centre back, and we need a world class centre back, because we haven't had one, since the Ferdinand days. We haven't had one, since the Vidic days as well. When we had Ferdinand and Vidic, they were a fantastic partnership, and they were a world class central defenders, with Vidic and Ferdinand as well. But we definitely need an experienced centre back, and Rafael Varane is absolutely fantastic indeed. So reports do say he could be considering leaving Real Madrid this summer, even though Zinedine Zidane has been reappointed, Real Madrid man, and he's signed a manager, and he's signed a contract with Real Madrid until 2022, as we all know as well. So there has been reports going on about that, and he complimented Lindelof very, very well, and he looked good alongside Lindelof or Chris Smalling or all that as well. But yeah, as I did say, Bailly as well. Bailly's still got great potential, but we know that Bailly has been in and out of the team this season. Obviously, since Chris Smalling has recovered from injury, obviously Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been going with Smalling and Lindelof as a centre-back partnership. And to be fair, Smalling has improved, since he has recovered from injury, to be quite honest with you as well. Obviously, we've got Marcus Rojo there as well as a central defender. Of course, he's sustained a lot of injuries, to be quite honest with you. He's sustained a lot of injuries, to be quite honest with you, as Marcus Rojo, since he's been a Manchester United player, and he's enjoyed a very, very difficult time as a Manchester United player. Marcus Rojo, struggled with his fitness regime, struggled to get a run of games under his belt as well. So he actually, could be one of the players, that could leave Manchester United in the summer as well. But we definitely need a centre back this summer. Reports do say we're going to get around a £200 million spending spree to spend this summer. It's probably likely that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, still will get the Manchester United job on a full-time basis, of course, as well. So it's looking likely it will happen, even though we have suffered back-to-back defeats, and obviously Solskjaer himself, will have his say on our transfer plans this summer as well. And I think he's going to make the decisions who obviously, leaves the club as well, because players are going to leave in the summer, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think, has got a rough idea of what players he's going to get rid of in the summer. And we're almost certain now a couple of players, that are going to leave Manchester United in the summer as well, as I've already discussed with you. So reports as well today, I've just realised, well, a couple of hours ago, it's in the Manchester Evening News, it's in the Mirror as well, is in relation to Antoine Griezmann as well. And reports do currently say that Griezmann, from his own perspective, reportedly wants to leave Atletico Madrid this summer, because he has been there a number of years now, of course, as well, and he's grown, developed and flourished as Antoine Griezmann. Obviously, very, very good in the World Cup he was with France as well, and obviously he has a good relationship with Paul Pogba, does Griezmann as well, because obviously, they both play for France and they're both world-class players, as we all know as well. But reports have been coming out today saying that reportedly he wants to leave Atletico Madrid this summer. Actually, he turned down the chance, to actually, join Barcelona this last summer, of course, as well. I think reportedly, Griezmann, actually regretted this decision. But wasn't it a year or two ago that Manchester United, were actually on the brink of getting Griezmann, of course, as well. But I think Manchester United, failed to get the pursuit of Griezmann. At that moment in time, Atletico Madrid had suffered a transfer ban. So obviously, that stopped us, that played a huge part in it. So that stopped basically Manchester United, getting Griezmann in the process as well. But reports are coming out from Manchester Evening News saying that reportedly Manchester United are favourites to reportedly sign Griezmann this summer, and reports he's increasingly likely now to leave Atletico Madrid this summer, even though he did sign a new deal last summer, I think until 2023 as well, Antoine Griezmann. Reports have been coming out, in relation to his release clause as well, because I think initially his release clause, if I'm right, is around 171 million, is it, something like that. But reports are coming out this summer, reportedly his release clause will drop reportedly as well. So reportedly his release clause will drop by about £70 million, as it does explain in the Mirror. So reportedly his release clause this summer will be around £100 million reportedly as well. So reportedly any team that's interested in him, I think it's United that are interested in him, Bayern Munich are also interested in him as well. I think it did mention Paris Saint-Germain as well. You will get him for the reasonable fee, because his release clause is set to drop this summer reportedly as well. So reportedly it will reduce by about £70 million as well. But he has spent the majority of his career in Spain, as Antoine Griezmann, and he's been a really, really good player indeed. And yeah, but Manchester United, were linked with him, as we all know, a couple of years ago. Obviously at that time, we had that number seven, vacant and all that, and wanted obviously, someone to fulfill that number 7. And obviously, Griezmann could have fulfilled that number 7 role, of course, as well. Obviously, he plays in other positions as well, but he is a world-class attacker, as we all currently know as well. So reportedly his release clause will be 100 million this summer, and that's what Manchester United will reportedly have to pay to get him in the summer as well. But he's a world-class player, as I currently said. It would be good for him, to come and experience, English football, of course, as well, which he never has done as well. So reports have also been coming out about that. Also, I want to give you an update on Gareth Bale as well, because obviously we know now the international break is here. Reports have been coming out today saying that the first team coaches of Manchester United, Michael Carrick and Kieran McKenna, have reportedly watched Gareth Bale train with the Wales team at Carrington reportedly as well. And Gareth Bale has actually been linked to a move to Old Trafford, and we do know for a number of years we have been hearing the rumours that have been going on with Gareth Bale linked to a move to Old Trafford. I've been hearing the narratives about since like 2013. Reports are coming out saying we're on the brink of signing Gareth Bale, back in 2013 as well. Maybe probably 80-90% of Manchester United fans, including myself, wouldn't want Gareth Bale, to come to Manchester United, because obviously maybe 2 or 3 years ago you could say he was one of the best players in the world, Gareth Bale, and he is still a good player, is Gareth Bale. But obviously he's going to be expensive, if Manchester United get in this summer, to be quite honest with you. And if I think Real Madrid don't want him anyway. Real Madrid don't want him Florentino Perez, wants him out of Real Madrid, of course, as well. Florentino Perez doesn't want him there, but Real Madrid will find it hard to recoup the initial 85, 86 million pounds. They did pay for him from Tottenham, of course, back in 2013, of course, as well. This is 6th season now at Real Madrid, to be quite honest with you. He's not, if we were to get Gareth Bale, he's not at the highest level anymore, as he used to be, because obviously he's aging up. Obviously, he's got a record of injuries as well, so he is currently injury prone, and he has still got a contract, with Real Madrid until 2022 as well. And we know that he is a winger. He's got Gareth Bale. A couple of years ago, he was one of the best players in the world, and I think he's on substantial wages, because I think his wages are around £650,000 a week or something like that. Gareth Bale's as well. Gareth Bale, if he did have the opportunity, I think he probably would, come to Manchester United, because he may be keen on making a return back to the Premier League as well. But I don't want Gareth Bale at Manchester United, because there is other better options out there, of course, as well. And we need someone basically younger than Gareth Bale. We need someone like Jadon Sancho, only 18 years of age, and that should be the players. That should be the players. That Manchester United, should be currently looking at and monitoring as well. And Gareth Bale, as I did currently say, he had a good 6 years. When he was at Tottenham. Obviously he had six good years with Tottenham. Began his career with Southampton as well. When he was a youngster as well. But all is still where he has won, as obviously become as a Real Madrid player. He still scores goals and all that as well. And his ratio is still very, very good. But as I did currently say, he's injury prone. Is Gareth Bale. He's obviously on the decline now, as we all know as well. So I don't want Gareth Bale at Manchester United. I still think maybe if Real Madrid do sell him in the summer, they could still get 55, 60 million pounds for him. But I think they'll find it hard to get the initial 85 million or 86 or whatever it was, that they paid for him from Tottenham back in 2013 as well. So obviously Zinedine Zidane himself is already making plans for the summer. Obviously he's getting around 300 million pounds to spend this summer as well. And obviously players will be leaving Real Madrid this summer, of course, as well. So there's been rumours going on about Bale, as we all know. Solskjaer hasn't really spoke about, with the rumours, Bale being linked to Manchester United. He hasn't refused a move, for Gareth Bale, of course, as well. But to be quite honest with you, I wouldn't want him at Manchester United, to be quite honest with you, as well. And we know rumours have also, been going on about, De Gea, as we all know, in the last couple of days as well. There's also been rumours going on about Courtois as well. As it has been reporting in the media, reportedly as well. Reports have been reportedly coming out saying that there has been, some media outlets saying that the Real Madrid are eyeing a swap deal, between De Gea and Courtois, reportedly as well. Reports do say that Courtois has snubbed a move to Manchester United, reportedly as well. But he did mention in a couple of the media outlets, Real Madrid are eyeing a swap deal, between Courtois and De Gea. This means obviously Courtois to Manchester United, De Gea to Real Madrid as well. But reportedly Courtois is not interested, and Real Madrid got him last summer from Chelsea. Courtois has obviously enjoyed a difficult season, with Barcelona so far. With Real Madrid, so far, to be quite honest with you, as we all currently know. But as reports do say that Real Madrid are set to revive their interest in David De Gea, as we all currently know as well. Real Madrid are set to revive their interest in David De Gea, because mainly, Real Madrid have actually, been long admirers of David De Gea, of course, as well. Real Madrid have been long admirers of David De Gea, as we all currently know as well. And obviously, there was on the brink of getting him 4 years ago, back in 2015, but due to a fax machine in the process, it didn't currently work, as we all currently know as well. So I think David De Gea is still happy at Manchester United, and I still think, he wants to commit his future at Manchester United, does David De Gea, to be quite honest with you. And in the process, Man United have been in talks of getting him a new contract. Reports did say that reportedly he's demanding that he wants to be the highest paid player alongside Alexis Sanchez at Manchester United, and De Gea is demanding that he wants £400,000 a week, reportedly as well. And, it would cost Real Madrid, quite a bit of money this summer, if Manchester United, were to put De Gea up for sale. But I think he's happy at Manchester United. I think he wants to commit his long-term future with Manchester United as well. He's potentially, the best goalkeeper in the world, is David De Gea, as we all know. And since he's been here, he's been here since Alex Ferguson era. He's made over 300 appearances, got 100 Premier League clean sheets as well, won everything here domestically in English football as well. And we know Real Madrid, Zinedine, he's one of potentially, Zinedine Zidane's potential targets now, is David De Gea. So hopefully somewhere online we can come to an agreement of getting him a new contract, hopefully as well. Obviously last year we activated a 12-month extension on his contract, so he is under contract here at least now until earlier summer of 2020 as well. But reports have been going out, there's been talks of De Gea and Courtois as a potential swap deal, but reportedly Courtois is not interested in the process as well. And as I did currently say, players, are definitely, going to leave Manchester United in the summer, without a shadow of a doubt. Valencia is definitely on his way out of Manchester United, of course, as well. He's on his way out of Manchester United after we opted against that decision to give him that new 1-year extension, of course. He's been here 10 seasons now, he's made over 300 appearances in all competitions. And over the years, he has been very, very essential as Antonio Valencia, to be quite honest with you. But obviously now he's got a calf injury. Obviously, he's initially lost his place in the team because obviously Ashley Young, of course, is our first choice right back, of course, as well. And obviously by the time I know we just recently signed a new 1-year extension on his contract, but by the time his contract comes to an end, Ashley Young's, he'll be nearly 35 years of age as well. So I think when his contract expires, Young will be on his way out of Manchester United as well. And as I did say, we do need someone on that right hand side, to be quite honest here. So Valencia is on his way out of Manchester United this summer. I think Darmian's on his way out of Manchester United this summer, as I've already explained to you as well, because he's enjoyed a very, very difficult time in Manchester United as well. Sanchez on his way out of Manchester United this summer, of course, as well. There has been reports going out that, that Juventus, could offer Sanchez an escape route, reportedly, as well. Because Sanchez, he's been very, very inconsistent, as a Manchester United player, of course. And obviously, he's injured now, is Sanchez. He's sustained quite a few injuries as a Manchester United player, as we all know. And he's been here, over a year now, 14 months, is it, or something like that as well. And I think he's initially lost his place in the team anyway. And I think he'll end up losing that number 7 shirt, Alexis Sanchez, to be quite honest with you. And he's nowhere near the player he was at Arsenal, to be quite honest with you. And he has lost that yard of pace, and he hasn't lived up to expectation levels at Manchester United, because when he has had the opportunity, he's looked so restricted. He's been looking as though when he has been playing that, he hasn't been getting that freedom as well. And he just hasn't done it at Manchester United, as we all know. And, if he does come back from injury and, he starts performing, then maybe we'll have a different conversation. But he just hasn't proven himself as a Manchester United player, of course, as well. And he's age 30 now, is Alexis Sanchez, so he isn't young anymore, to be quite honest with you as well. It may be hard for Manchester United to fully sanction him off in the summer, because considering, that he's staggering amount of wages he gets, which is obviously over £500,000 a week, obviously the highest paid player in English football as well. So when Manchester United may consider sanctioning him off on loan in the summer as well, because his wages are absolutely substantial indeed. So he's a player that's going to leave Manchester United in the summer as well. And as I did say, there's still some contract renewals to sort out as well, as I've discussed with you. Reports have been coming out in relation to Marcus Rashford as well, who's been mainly a very, very consistent player for Manchester United overall. But I think especially since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's come in, I think his performances have really, really improved as Marcus Rashford. He's been playing a key role, as I did currently say, and he looks more effective, when he's playing centrally. Obviously, he's still very, very young, is Marcus Rashford, and he's still got a lot of years ahead of him. As I said, he's only, 21 now, isn't he, Marcus Rashford? And reports are saying that Manchester United are set to trigger a 12-month extension, reportedly, on Rashford's contract, reportedly, as well, because reportedly Manchester United have been in talks with Rashford over a new 5-year deal worth around £180,000 a week as well. But reports do say that we haven't come to any agreement yet, to give him any agreement yet to give him this new 5-year deal. So reports do say Man United could trigger a 12-month extension, reportedly, as well, because his current deal, does end in 2020. Does Marcus Rashford as well. But as I did say, he does deserve a new contract based on his fantastic performances. He's like lightning when he's on form. He can get them runs in behind fantastically. His finishing has improved as well. But as I did say, when he sustained that ankle injury, against Liverpool, and I think, actually now, obviously he's recovered, but since he's recovered, I don't think he's been playing to his potential best, to be quite honest. I think he's looked a bit unsettled, as Marcus Rashford, to be quite honest. Hopefully somewhere along the line, we can come to an agreement of getting Ander Herrera a new deal. Obviously just recently had a hamstring injury as well, as Ander Herrera, and then, he didn't perform too good against Wolves, to be quite honest, but obviously he just recovered from hamstring injury. But obviously before he sustained this hamstring injury, Ander Herrera has been in really, really fantastic good form for Manchester United, of course, as well. He's been in really, really good form for Manchester United. He's been playing more regular under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he has been fitting in that midfield trio very, very well, as Ander Herrera, to be quite honest with you. So I've been very, very impressed with his performances, indeed, and hopefully somewhere along the line, we can give him a new contract as well. So there's still some contract renewals to sort out as well. But for me, I do think, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, will get the Manchester United job on a full-time basis, of course, as well. Obviously, we've suffered back-to-back defeats and all that. It's still not certain who will get the Manchester United job, to be quite honest with you. It's still not certain yet, but it's still looking likely that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will get it. It's still saying that Manchester United are reportedly still looking at the possibility of Pochettino. Ed Woodward still may want, Mauricio Pochettino as Manchester United manager as well. Of course, we're looking to hire a director of football to come in as well. But Solskjaer will obviously set on our transfer plans this summer. Obviously, he's been in discussions with the board, what players should stay and what players should leave, as well as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And obviously, I think he's demanding that he wants 4 signings this summer as well, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well. I think, this is what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's saying. But he's done a really, really good job as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he's the right man for Manchester United, of course, because don't forget, he knows everything about the club. Don't forget, he knows the club inside out, does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Obviously, as I did currently say, I think he's So Solskjaer is planning for the long term at Manchester United, if he gets the job on a full-time basis. And obviously he's got a 10-year plan. Reportedly he's only going to Solskjaer, so he does want a long tenure as a Manchester United manager if he gets the job on a full-time basis. He'll probably want at least maybe 5 or 10 years or something like that as well. Because obviously he hasn't really had a long tenure as manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He had the short tenure with Cardiff. He had 2 spells with Mould. He managed the Manchester United reserve team as well, for a couple of years as well. Did Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Obviously was a great legend, as a player. He was a long-serving player. He had 11 years as a player, under Alex Ferguson as well. Did Ole Gunnar Solskjaer of course as well. But considering that we didn't invest in the January window, and I wanted Manchester United to sign someone in the January window of course as well. We didn't invest in the January window. Obviously we've had injuries as well. I know overall we have invested a lot of money since Alex Ferguson retired as well. But obviously it's essential that we do obviously get Champions League for next season as well, so we can have a more competitive summer transfer window in that aspect. Or obviously we want to either get the top 4 because there's quite a few teams going for that top 4 now. If we don't get the top 4, obviously we need to try and succeed in the Champions League of course as well, which is always very, very essential indeed. But reports do say that we're going to get around £200 million to spend this summer reportedly as well. And of course, other rumours have been updating you on as well. We know reports have been coming out about Kostas Manolas today as well in the media, as they have been giving you guys an up-to-date on that. So reports have been coming out. Wait there, guys. My thing went off. So reportedly, reports have been coming out today, as they have been updating you on a regular basis today, guys, of course, as well. That Kostas Manolas reportedly has been mentioned in the media, and reports are coming out saying that Manchester United, this is from the Italian press, I think it's from the Italian press, reportedly Manchester United and Arsenal could reportedly land Kostas Manolas this summer in a cut price fee, reportedly as well, if Roma do fail to qualify for the Champions League next season, reportedly as well. And reports immediately suggest now saying that reportedly Kostas Manolas will be allowed to leave Roma this summer if they obviously fail to get into the Champions League next season. Of course, Roma. Well, I heard a narrative about this a while back that Manchester United had showed an interest in Kostas Manolas as well. He is a Roma centre back, as we all know. He's 27 years of age, as we all know. He is Greek. He is very, very tall as well. He's nowhere near on the same levels of the likes of the Diego Godins or the Rafael Varans or the Koulibalis and all that as well, because he's not really a massive club. Let's be honest. As I currently said. But reportedly, Kostas Manolas has got a release clause of around £31 million. So reportedly, Manchester United or Arsenal could get him in a bargain transfer this summer, reportedly. But I think from Roma's perspective, they want to remove his release clause so they can, gain they can invest a bit more money on the player as well. But reports do say it hinges on Champions League football. So if Roma were to finish in the top 4 this season in Italy, and obviously they got into Champions League for next season, he probably wouldn't leave. But if they don't get into Champions League for next season and don't qualify, he's likely to leave Roma this summer as well as Kostas Manolas. And obviously he's been at Roma a number of years now. This is his 5th season with Roma. Of course, he has made over like 150 odd appearances, in the Serie A, with Roma as well. And also too, he's obviously an ex-Olympiacos player. He spent quite a few years there. He's an ex-Athens player as well. And I think Roma did pay around €15 million, or was it pounds sterling, Finney, was it, from Olympiacos. This is what Roma paid, around 50 million euros or 15 million pounds, I think it was, or something like that as well. So yeah, there's been rumours about that going on today as well. He's 27, as I said, so he has still got a lot of years ahead of him. He hasn't been a priority for Manchester United, but reportedly his name has been mentioned today that, United or Arsenal could get him in a cut price transfer fee this summer, reportedly as well, if they fail to qualify for the Champions League in the new season, Roma as well. So he got mentioned in the media as well today. Obviously, other defenders were being interested. We know that Alderweireld has been mentioned again. Wouldn't be for me, Alderweireld. Maybe some Manchester United fans, have different opinions on Alderweireld, because Alderweireld, just recently turned 30 years of age, as we all know. He's aging up now, he's Alderweireld, of course, and he's well Premier League proven, of course. I think he would be a good leader in our back line. He's obviously, available for a reasonable fee this summer. Is Tove Alderweireld, of course, as well, because obviously Tottenham last year activated a 12-month extension, obviously included a release clause of £26 million, and I think recent reports have suggested out and indicated that reportedly Man United have expected to sign him in the summer, because this is based on his refusal to renew his contract with Tottenham as well, and he has been at Tottenham a number of years now, and Tottenham do know how much of a central player he is, Tove Alderweireld, but as ridiculous, I wouldn't want Man United to go in for him. Obviously we were linked with him last summer, of course, as well, but we never came to an agreement. Obviously this is why we didn't get him, but I wouldn't want him. He's 30 years of age, as I said. I've got reservations about him now. He has lost that yard of pace, and of course he just recently turned 30 as well, but he has been a Manchester United target as Alderweireld as well. So yeah, that's mainly the latest news. I want to give you an update on that. So transfer rumours that have been going on. So we've been hearing about Kostas Manolas today, the Roma centre back. His name's been mentioned a couple of hours ago. We've heard reports coming out about Griezmann. We know Bale's been training at Carrington today. Carrick and Kieran McKenna, the first team coach, I've been watching him in action, training with the Wales team and all that as well. But I don't want Bale at Manchester United this summer, of course, as well. But as I did say, Griezmann got mentioned in the media a couple of hours ago. Allegedly, the Manchester Evening News actually said Manchester United are favourites to sign Griezmann this summer. This is probably, based on, his release clause, reducing, by a lot. I think it's reducing by about £70 million, his release clause. Initially, I think his release clause is around 170, or is it £171 million, something like that. But it's set to reduce by about £70 million, is it? Something like that. So I think his release clause will be £100 million this summer, Will Griezmann's as well. He only signed a new deal last summer, with Atletico Madrid, of course, well until 2023. It looking likely he was going to go to Barcelona this summer. I don't think Barcelona are no longer interested in him, but he turned the opportunity, to join Barcelona last summer, did Griezmann as well. So reportedly he's a potential summer target for Manchester United, is Griezmann as well. And what a fantastic player he would be. What a great addition he would be, for Manchester United, if he was to come in, playing them on good players, playing them under the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer reign as well. And is he still 27, Griezmann? So he has still got a lot of years ahead of him, of course, as well. He has won trophies and all that as well. And he has been at Spain. He has been in Spain now a number of years. He's obviously a former Real Sociedad man as well. He was at Real Sociedad at one point as well, wasn't he? So reports are saying that, Man United are interested, Munich are interested. He also mentioned that Paris Saint-Germain have been interested in Griezmann as well. So a couple of years ago, we should have got Griezmann, or was it a year or two ago? We should have got him, but due to the transfer ban that occurred for Atletico Madrid, this is what stopped Manchester United, of course, getting Griezmann as well. So really, we was unlucky not to get him. If you want for that transfer ban, I do think Manchester United, would have got him, to be quite honest with you, as I said. But we still know he's going to cost us quite a bit of money. It'll cost us £100 million to get in this summer, because that's what his release clause is going to be. So on the 1st of July, I think his release clause will be £100 million. It's going to reduce by £70 million as well. So that's so obviously now this will give him a lot more chance, to leave Atletico Madrid this summer. And he's actually said that he wants to leave Atletico Madrid this summer as well. So anyway, guys, I did say, drop your comments, likes below on the channel, guys. I will be back tomorrow with some more live video. Well, today, should I say, because it's past 12 now. We'll be back to... I'm going to go to bed now, probably maybe 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, another live video will be coming up as well. So anyway, guys, subscribe to my channel as always, Charlie Davenport, as you all know, and take care, God bless, guys, see you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.